What's up, my XRP gang? Welcome back to yet another XRP update. Today we got some essential breaking news on Ripple versus SEC lawsuit. The Ripple XRP lawsuit date had been planned for a specific date, April 26th. However, earlier on, Ripple requested an additional 2 days to respond to the SEC News discovery filing. Essentially, Ripple is asked to be allowed to respond on April 28th, and the SEC has consented to their request. As always, welcome back to Money Side. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Let's make this money together. XRP and the SEC battle seems like it's been running for ages in the crypto world, but we might see it concluding soon. Ripple's postponement of the court proceedings indicates that they might have something that's cooking in their defense. And as we all know, Ripple seems to have the upper hand in this lawsuit. So should we wait for a mic drop defense? And will it have any effect on the coin's price? Well, it's too early to decide at the moment. All we can do is wait for the subsequent proceedings and see what happens. Stick around because I'll constantly keep you updated on the lawsuit. Now, that's not the only burning news today. Get it? Ripple might be willing to burn their tokens. Yes, that's right. According to his latest interview, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse doesn't rule out burning billions worth of XRP tokens held in the company's escrow. He further went on to say that he is always open to new ideas that could be good for the ecosystem, and he doesn't rule out anything. Another critical piece of information worth noting is that in December, Ripple CTO tweeted that nothing can be done to stop the community and the XRP validators from burning the tokens. I don't know about you, but that seems like the community has a lot of power in its hands, meaning this coin could very well skyrocket in price. We all know that crypto traders love it when their voices can be heard and could influence the future of the coin. All in all, the CEO of Ripple welcomed the idea of a workable opinion during an interview with Thinking Crypto. Brad went on to say he doesn't rule out any possibility of a solution as long as it can solve the current impasse the company has with the SEC. Above all, David said that Ripple wouldn't act against the community if they decided that the XRP coins in the escrow should be burned. That's over $65 billion worth of XRP burned because the community asked. But technically, that also includes the SEC. All in all, if the boss is willing to let all that money fly, we might see a serious rise in the price. That's because this shows his devotion to the wellness and future of XRP and its traders. Additionally, Garlinghouse said that it doesn't make any sense for Ripple to, for the lack of a better word, dump XRP, and dismissed such accusations as misinformation. Currently, around 47.8 billion XRPs are locked in Ripple's escrow. That's actually more cryptocurrencies than what's available in the current circulation, which stands at 45.4 billion tokens. From Garlinghouse's words, dumping XRP into the market will degrade the coin's price value, and most traders will start to abandon ship. That could lead to the token's price to even lower lows. Therefore, it's counteractive to send the coins back into the ecosystem. Ripple has been busy with CBDC nowadays, and they haven't disclosed their partnerships at the moment. But hey, if this partnership will yield results, that's a total win for traders who are currently holding XRPs. Remember that before the SEC lawsuit, Ripple had many partnerships lined up, especially the world's central banks. Well, we might be witnessing the rebirth of these partnerships, and that could likely drive this coin to the stratosphere. As I mentioned several times in my earlier videos, XRP wasn't initially intended for retail, but it was meant for institutional investors. And now we see that Ripple isn't backing down from their initial plan. What's more, even with its current predicament with the SEC, CBDCs still hold talks with Ripple. If that doesn't get you to invest in this coin, I don't know what else will. Think about it for a second. Imagine if the central bank in your country backed your crypto startup. Where do you think your company will be in the next, 2 years? That's precisely what will happen once this lawsuit is dropped and Ripple is back on track again. So far, Ripple didn't get to consolidate above the $2 mark, but guys, I have a hunch that this coin will not stop anytime soon. Ripple could likely lose their advantage in a nutshell, the escrow XRPs, by burning them if the community requests such action. That could likely get the SEC off their backs and we could see this moon skyrocket. The last bit of info is that, even against all odds, XRP is still in the game, and they are continuing with their partnerships with the central banks of the world. XRP's unique adoption will see fiat and crypto merging into a singular ecosystem instead of trying to wipe each other out of the market. From my perspective, I think Bitcoin is in trouble now that the altcoins are trying to merge with the fiat currencies rather than wipe them out. On the other hand, Bitcoin's ecosystem completely goes against fiat currency, which was the driving force of this crypto. That, and the fact that it's the first crypto in the market, are willing to challenge even the value of gold. Let's take a quick look at the technical analysis. Now we're looking at the 2-hour time frame perspectives. As XRP USD has shown high volatility within the last times to the downside, forming several attempts to reverse in the structure I discovered, this main descending channel formation marked with the boundaries in black. In this channel, XRP USD has the coherent wave count and already completed waves A to C in the structure. Now with the wave D establishing, this is running directly into the next possible distribution, as shown in my chart from where the wave E will move into the important lower zones of support, which can convert into a potential accumulation that has the ability to show a channel breakout. Then it is highly necessary that this level holds sustainability. XRP, it's around $1.05 US. And right now we see the 3 daily time frame, and we look at XRP to form a correction 4 before to continue up. Now in the weekly time frame we have 2 supports. The first support, it's around 90 cents, and the second support, it's showing in the level of 63 cents. Depending on this drop, if XRP continues to break down the red support, XRP could to large more, dropping to 63 cents. Hitting the bottom one would be the best in regards to structure, as it would imply a huge bounce in the coming month. Great news from the SEC on the horizon. Either way, we saw this coming, so no need to freak out. Excellent buying opportunity for those with the guts to buy. Please keep in mind we are not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Let's have a conversation. Thank you very much for watching. Hey, don't forget to like this video and to click on the subscribe button below. Turn on notifications so you get informed whenever we post our amazing content. And look forward to seeing you in the next video.